Welcome back as we continue our visit to the Northern Mariana Islands. And after showcasing Northern Saipan in the previous episode, we now focus on Southern Saipan. And we start off by looking around the capital, Garapan, dominated by a very large building. So Garapan looks quaint, although probably in need of a lick of paint. However, down a number of streets this massive building kept showing itself. So we thought we'd check it out. There it is. Welcome to the Imperial Pacific Palace, a building that just looks quite out of place on a Pacific island. The Imperial Pacific Palace opened as a casino and hotel in 2016. For a time, the casino was one of the highest grossing in the world, up there with the casinos of Macau and Vegas. It closed at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic amid suspicions of money laundering by the Hong Kong-based owner. More accusations emerged, including non-payment of bills and forced labour. And in April 2024, the owner declared bankruptcy. The property has since been sold to another investor via a bankruptcy auction. But its future is very much uncertain. It's been estimated that restoration and completion would cost around $150 million. A short drive through the back streets of Garapan takes us to an old Japanese World War II jail. This old Japanese jail was used from its construction in 1929 up to the day the Battle of Saipan began. Here we see buildings used as quarters and offices for the guards. And there are 2 cell blocks. This one has 16 cells and was used for the male prisoners. It's rumoured that Amelia Earhart was kept prisoner in one of these buildings for the last months of her life. And this looks like a Japanese relic from a different era. Back in the city, and this is an old Japanese gatepost. And all streets lead to Micro Beach, considered the most popular beach in Saipan. Looks lovely. So why don't we settle in and watch a little bit of the volleyball. Maybe speed it up a bit.
Be gone. It's gone.
The volleyball's over. The American flag flies 24 hours a day at Memorial Park. It's surrounded by the flags of the US Army, Marine Corps, Navy and Coast Guard. Around the flag circle is the Court of Honour, which contains 5,000 names of the American and Mariana people who died during the Battle of Saipan. So good to see they have not been forgotten. The park is huge, and close by we see the Marianas Memorial. This honours the indigenous people who perished as a result of the war. The names and ages of over 900 Chamorros and Carolinians who lost their lives are inscribed in these granite panels. The park is a wonderful place for reflection. Right, we're back on the road again, touring and visiting this famous shrine, which is sometimes called Notre Dame Cave. It's a serene Catholic pilgrimage site and reflects the strong Catholic influence brought by Spanish missionaries. The image of the Virgin Mary here, set into the hillside, is pretty cool. It's not only a place of worship, but also a symbol of the island's post-war recovery and the spiritual heritage of its people. Here's a random house we spotted on our travels. Just looked unique, showing evidence of Japanese influence. Now, there are supposed to be some tanks in the water here at Tank Beach. But we just couldn't see any. Apparently they're easier to spot if you get in the water. Not far from Tank Beach is this place, the remains of a small village containing latte stone house foundations. This is Obijon Beach, I think that's how you pronounce it, a popular beach close to the airport. I say popular, but there's only Julie here and one chair. Close to the beach is this Japanese World War II gun bunker. Let's take a look inside. Still in pretty good nick considering. It's certainly nicely camouflaged away and doesn't seem to have sustained much damage. Right, back on the road again, and if we went left here down to the beach, we would be at Invasion Beach, which is where the Americans made their landings in the Battle of Saipan. And we have time for one more beach.